What's going on today, guys? So today we're heading over to Goodies. I gotta put my front seat officially back in, so he's got some tools that I need to do that. In particular, it's like a certain Torx key you need for the bolt at the bottom of the front seat. So the other thing that we're doing today that will most likely accompany this vlog will be our ProClip installation. So I have a ProClip in my R right here, and I love it. It's a dash mount for your cell phone. So I utilize mine a lot because I have the JB4 and I have a USB connection to the bottom of it. So I decided to go ahead and grab another ProClip, yet a different version for the GTI. So the GTI is going to get a left-hand holder, which will go on the left vent, you know, driver side, left side, instead of mine being on the right side in the center right now. So this is what it looks like when you get a package from ProClip. So you get one of their t-shirts. I already have the lime green one from the other one. And then the mounts always come in two pieces. This piece here, if you can see it, that's going to be what holds the actual phone. And then you have this piece here, the bracket. This is what literally lines up like flush mounted to your dash. So this gets wedged underneath, and I'll do a whole install video on this. That's what's going to come after this vlog, on how to put this into the GTI. So yeah, we got that over the weekend, which is awesome. Definitely highly recommend ProClip. There's really no reason to buy another mount. They have left side mounts, front side mounts. They have center console mounts, iPad mounts, iPhone, SE. Oh, that's the other good thing too, is their mounts are specifically made for whatever phone you're going to be using them in. Alright, so let's, oh, and then the other thing we're going to do today is I'm going to be mailing out my decal, some of my decal orders. So I got a few of them built up from over the weekend. I was at my buddy's wedding, so I didn't do much over the weekend. So we're going to be sending those out. Thank you guys, by the way, for supporting MK7 Owners. You can find him at MK7 Owners on Instagram. He's one of my affiliates for my decals. He will, you know, send me in orders, promote his own decals, and you know, he makes a little bit, and then of course we get some business, and then we do all the shipping for him. So pretty nice relationship. So that's open to any pages over 10,000 followers on Instagram. So if you are one of those guys, you fall into that category, and you're interested in selling your own decals, supporting your own page, let me know. We'll mock you up your own design, and then you know, I'll give you pricing and all that. So we'll make it beneficial for the both of us. Alright, so we're off. So first things first, I think we'll hit up Goodies. Yeah, so we'll go to Goodies first, and then we'll hit up the post office. Hopefully they got my spoiler done for the R. Not that I'm going to put it on right this second, but it'll be cool to see it. If it's gloss, I'm sure it's gloss by now. I just don't know if it's fully done, so it'll be interesting to see that, hopefully. Get my front seat back in, start getting my car back together from after racing season. For those of you who have missed it, you can click the link right up here. That's going to be to my 11-second pass that the R made. The goal for the season was to get into the 11s, and the R did it. So we just did it without a TCU tune, no intercooler, no flash tune, just JB4. We did gut the car, obviously. But yeah, I'm proud of her, so it was a good season. So next year we'll try to get down into the 11.5-second club or higher, faster, I mean. It's gonna be real droney because it's gutted right now. Don't mind that. Let me know how you guys like this new view too in the comments. I did go out and I got a bunch of different attachments now for the GoPro and my Nikon, which is what you're on right now. The Nikon I think is my favorite as far as shoot quality, but obviously it's not as versatile as the GoPro. So yeah, let me know how you like this view for the vlogs. I'll probably stick with this for a little bit and then mix in a little bit of behind me when we're driving along, you know, if we find a race or something like that. But today we're just going to take it easy. do what we got to do, get back to business. We took a little, yeah, it almost felt like a week off, but I was printing, I created about 100 new decal designs because I'm looking to revamp my website, which is www.gfapparel.com. So I'll put a link for that down in the comments if you want to check those out. But probably when this video launches, the website's not going to be much. I'm in the process of revamping the whole thing, and like I said, I'm uploading hundreds of new decal designs. Going to make the ordering process a little easier. Going to be accepting credit cards rather than just PayPal, a bunch of different things. So definitely check that out. Let your buddies know. If you need custom decals, you know where to find me. So a couple of things that I'm going to be planning on doing going into the month of November. I have how to install the Zuji wrap on the GTI. That's going to be happening. How to install that rear Oettinger spoiler is going to be happening. What else we got going on? I'm probably going to do a comparison between the Golf R and the GTI now that I've gotten to driven my GTI for a little bit more. And now, especially now that I have a JB1 on it and the tune's a little bit similar. Doesn't have all the bolt-ons obviously, but probably do a comparison of those, which one I like better. Probably going to give you 2 vlogs. One on what to expect from the Golf R going into the winter and into next season, what plans we have for parts, why I'm picking those parts, etc., etc. Same thing for the GTI. Got my puffer batteries, I can't have that too. Get nothing done without the puffer batteries. Oy vey. Too, guys, if you know of any parts that are on the horizon, I'm still trying to perfect my craft of figuring that information out. I do go through a lot of different people. I have a pretty big network of guys that know what they're talking about. But if you guys know of any new stuff coming out or on the horizons, different companies coming out with different variations of various aftermarket parts, let me know about them in the comments. I'll definitely do my research on them. I'm just, like I said, I'm having a little difficulty finding out about them, but once I know about them, I'm pretty good at digging up some pretty good information on them. So let me know that in the comments, any new parts that you want to know about. Also, we are going to be doing Q&As eventually, based on questions I've been asked on Instagram. Instagram right now, I'm doing a lot more of my kind of personal talking, one-on-ones. So if you guys do want to message me, that's a good place to do it. You can find me, down on Instagram at wewannagofast. Find that in the descriptions. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be, so if somebody asks me, why is everybody running, say, these RS3 coils and they're ours, and the GTI, what's the benefit of that? Which ones do you need? Why is it beneficial? The science behind it. That's kind of what the Q&As are gonna be. So we're probably gonna pick like maybe 3 or 4 main topics each week. I want to try to do one a week. When it's going to start, I'm not sure, because this month is going to be super busy with the decals, between the new website and kind of revamping my whole process of how I run that business. So bear with me, like the first 2 weeks of this month, it's going to be a little slow in the video content, but we're going to aim for once a week, do a Q&A. Like I said, 3 or 4 main topics. We're going to go through all the different stuff. Anything that you guys would like to know about, now's a good time to drop them in the comments. Also, if you've ever had a situation like where your car, stopped doing what it was supposed to be doing, or check engine light, or weird noises, whatever it might be, like any situation you had that might be beneficial to some of the other guys watching the channel, definitely email me at wewannagofast@gmail.com. Let me know about the situation. If you have any parts or parts that you needed to grab to fix the situation. If you have videos on how to fix the situation, let me know about all that, because I can definitely collaborate with you and do our own kind of special video series just on that issue with you being the main person. Definitely get you guys some exposure. I have no problem sharing my channel. As you guys that follow me on Instagram know, I try not to count out the little guy. Lately I have been trying to up the quality of content going on there, but I still don't like to tell anybody no, they can't appear on the page. You just gotta try to get a decent picture, decent video. But I love to share the wealth. That's the best part about the whole car game in general, is just the community behind it. Making friends, helping people out, helping each other out, congratulating each other, riding each other to get better. That's what it's all about. It's not about the guys that get cliquey and wind up in a group of fucking Hondas and talk shit on everybody else and their brother. That's not what it's about, at least not up here in the Jersey dub game. All these guys are friggin' phenomenal. I definitely couldn't have picked a better obsession to get into for the area I live in. Wish I was a little bit more north. Pretty much 2 hours everything, but I love the guys, so it's worth it. And if you haven't already, definitely check out my 2 feature channels. They're 2 of the guys from the MK7 group. Lucas with the camera and JR14. If you go onto my home channel page, you can catch them in the featured channels off to the right. I honestly can't wait to get all my stuff back in because of the rattles I'm experiencing now. Stereo sounds bad. Plus my wife and her GTI, she's got a Defender speakers. Dude, I don't care what anyone tells you. Those Fender speakers are definitely at least two or three times better than these stock speakers. I get the same volume out of them halfway turned up than I do these. I haven't driven my car like all week and I forgot how fucking loud it was. It's crazy. So for you guys that are just following me or just subscribing or just first catching this video, if you click on this link right up top here, you can see my exhaust setup, and it's a custom center exit with quad tips. I'm proud to say I'm still the only quad tip owner in VW land, I think, in the whole world, because I wanted to do something different. I got a lot of flack for it, but at the same time a lot of love, so I rock it. It sounds great. So, but it's definitely loud. There's only a long basic resonator through the center, no muffler, and it's 3 inches turbo back, and it is also a Catalyst Circuit Works downpipe configuration. Which, by the way, Circuit Works, if you haven't checked them out, I really have no issue with it. I love my downpipe. Sounds great. It's like the cheapest one out at the time, Catalyst, was like $375, brand spanking new. And the only thing I had to change or modify was the I had to auger out the mount holes for where it mounted to the engine, but it took an extra 5 minutes and that was it. Everything else lined up perfect, sounds great. Car immediately had a burst of power after that. I did it at the same time as the turbo elbow though, so kind of paired together, they did good. Rightfully so, more air, more exit, makes sense, more power. So I definitely recommend Circuit Works downpipe for the R. GTI I'm not sure about, but obviously I'm going to move this right to my GTI when I get it, when I take over, because the GTI is going to get an IS38 turbo to start, eventually a big turbo. And the other thing too I've been noticing driving the GTI around all weekend and shit is those new speed lowering springs. Now mind you, my R has the 034 motor, trans, rear subframe, dog bone mounts, okay? So it is a little more rigid than my GTI. But with that being said, as far as like that strut slap goes, where it hits the top of of the tower when you hit a bump. I don't get nearly as much of that in my GTI as I do the R. Now, of course, the R is 300 pounds heavier, so there is more weight riding on those springs. Especially when you think about those new speed springs are meant for an R, so they're a little bit stiffer. They are like I think it's like a 0.5 millimeter drop more, which isn't shit. But I really like them, so I think I'm gonna terminate the VWRs eventually, and then just do the new speeds. Much better factory-like ride quality. And in my opinion, the fitment was better. It's a little bit more flush. Another thing I'll be working on too and showing you guys the process is I'm in the process right now of reconfiguring my daily driving map now that the weather's consistently below 70. So I'm gonna raise it a little bit to drive around with. I really like the way my old daily map handled. I'm on the newer one now, just trying out some few things. So basically, first thing I did was I took the existing map for my daily and I pretty much added a pound across the board in every single RPM. It was okay. The timing pull was weird though. So I went down to the lower RPMs. Instead of raising that boost a whole pound, I'm going to kind of gradually ease it up in the beginning. So it's going to be a little bit more exponential than original. But it just, for some reason, it doesn't like that higher, like that 16 pounds of boost at 1500 RPMs. It doesn't like it. You kind of get that like clunky DSG, like it's expecting something else. So I backed it down to like my old pump or map in the first, so 1500, 2000, 2500 RPMs. I bumped them down to where they were at, and then I raised it a pound across the board going down into the higher RPMs. And so far it's okay. Today it feels a little, it's hard to explain, it feels a little lethargic. Like it doesn't quite want to put it on. But usually it takes me about a week or two to really dial it in. So I learned that whenever you go to Goodies, your ass better not walk in there with a monster and you didn't stop by to see if they wanted anything from Wawa. So I'm on my way to Wawa. Alright, monsters in hand. Got the package. Got the fucking package. So you gotta get the package. Get on the highway, rip. Always deliver the package in style. Goodies out with our website, so that's what I'm kind of doing today, as well as tightening up this front seat, get that back in. Got to get my car put back together because I got 2 kids, so I've been like letting my wife take the R, which is very nerve-wracking every day that she's got work. It's an uncomfortable situation. Sorry, wife. Alright, so we're here. I'll also be putting up the how to do the how to reinstall and take out the front seat. That'll be a short little video. It's real easy to do, like a 10-minute job. So we'll be doing that too. All right, guys. So we're done there. Sorry I didn't get more of that on video. Did a little 4-wheel launch at the end there. Got a little squirrely. Kind of pissed I didn't videotape it, but you'll see plenty more. So yeah, so I helped him out with his website. Change it, you know, made the changes he needs there, and then got my front seat in. So that's one step closer to getting her ready for winter. Now I gotta put all my other seats back in the back. I'll show you how to do that, as well as take them out and what you need for that. So I'm setting up my my new daily map. So like I was saying earlier, I pretty much took my existing daily map and Pretty much added a pound of boost all across the board. Found out that down the low end it didn't quite like it, so I put that back to normal, and then kept the pound increase from 3,000 on RPM range. So I am going to be logging that right now. If you haven't seen the how to log properly video, you can click on the link right up top here. Check that out. We'll also talk a little bit about the JB4 and like its features and different shit it can do. But basically, third gear. I'm gonna do a third, fourth since I got a good highway here. Hopefully there's nobody in my way. Seems like it's pretty docile at the moment. Maybe. I really want to dial this map in for the winter though, so it's perfect as much as possible. Somebody got my way. I didn't get a full fourth gear, but I think I got enough to make some adjustments. We shall see. You see, I gotta get my plugs changed because I'm having, for where the IATs are at right now, which are about 77 on that one, I'm just getting too much timing pull from about 4,500 on to about 5,500 RPMs. Real big pull. I don't know why. I mean, that is definitely where it peaks boost wise, but I feel like I shouldn't be getting the corrections I'm at with the air temps the way they are. So I think my plugs might need to be replaced soon. Probably should get on that and then throw some RS3 coils in, see if that doesn't help out a bit. Because that's where it's pulling at is where I would like to get to about 26, 27 pounds of boost. And then end off right around like, it'll probably taper down to about 20, 21, all said and done. But that would be like an ethanol map with the 26 pounds. But I'd like to be able to run 24, 25 rather consistently on a daily driving map with the winter being here. Now, of course, it's still in the 50s, but so hopefully when it gets down to like the 30s for the whole winter, I'll be good to go on 24 pounds. I just want to have enough so, you know, if I'm out in the street and somebody wants to go, that it's a halfway realistic race for what the car is capable of doing. So right now it's only set to like 23 pounds of boost and it's got so much pull, I don't know why. Ever since I went to the track. Seems like as I run ethanol, my timing corrections, like they're obviously better when it's in there, but then afterwards when I go back to my pump gas, I feel like I'm getting more and more corrections after that. So I wonder if they're gunking up shit, if the ethanol's gunking up shit, or if the spark plugs are just taking a beating during those runs. Plus the plugs now are probably got about 20 or 12, 13,000 miles on them, which is pretty good when you look at when these other guys are changing out these Audi RS7 plugs. Changing them right around 10K, it seems like it's a little bit the most it's been, but these are around 12K and they're still going, but I feel like that's what's contributing to the weird timing pull I'm seeing now, so I really got to change those out. I've just been lazy and haven't ordered them, but I need to get the car serviced and everything, so I'll probably do all that in one shot. I'm going to be running Motools next. Yeah, and then we'll go with whatever else, you know, I said earlier, that'll be up and coming. So stay tuned, please subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, share the video, let your buddies know about the page. Anything Volkswagen, Audi related, send them over.